Hello folks and welcome back to another How About We Play. As always, I just can't accept ever calling these Let's Plays. That's what jump scare people do, right? Hey, I'm just kidding. So today we're going to feature a game that I wanted to play for a long time, and in the last How About We Play I covered the beginner's guide and I loved it from start to finish, and I wanted to play it from start to finish, and it seems like you guys wanted to see me play it from start to finish as well, which is great. I got some great comments and some great feedback on it. And it covered some tough subjects. So the natural evolution, of course, is going to be this game. That dragon, cancer. Yep. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. I am not going to for a moment wax lyrical or just pretend to understand the stress, the implications and the hardships that go with a disease such as cancer. From my own background, my mum's sister died of breast cancer about 15, yikes, actually more like 20 years ago. But I suppose my take on this one is going to be having a loved one who's ill and seeing the transition from general health to illness, and how, you know, that impacts on you and how that impacts on your loved ones as well. So I think everyone can gain their own perspective on this, and I really hope that the creators of the game wouldn't mind me saying that, and wouldn't mind me covering it like that, because it's a very honest way to cover it. You know, everybody says health is wealth. Consider your health, look after your health, but nobody actually thinks about it until it's your own health or the health of somebody that you love who's affected. And then you see how it is. So here we have That Dragon, Cancer. This is a video game created by Ryan and Amy Green, also Josh Larson, under the development studio name of Numinous Games. Okay, let's begin. As always, when there's cutscenes or emotional stuff going on or impactful stuff, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Give some to Joel. Share with Joel. Yeah.
That's his parents talking in the background. I'm such a sap. I'm already glad I didn't turn the camera on for this one. So we're the duck, I guess.
No, they're gross. Yeah.
Okay, so what do I need to do? Oh, okay. Look down, is it? Click. Click. Is it click? Yes. I'm swimming over. Oh.
Do you see him eating it? Caleb, you want some?
Is that them for real talking in the background?
Did you get it? Elijah, did he get it? Yeah. Oh, guys, give Joel some bun.
Mom, he threw the whole piece.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw.
Joel's almost 5, right?
Yeah.
But he can't talk.
It's true.
Joel can talk.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't Joel?
Well, Joel got sick right after he turned 1. And,
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
yeah. So he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Well, I think, of course. It's just the way. Because, you know.
Yeah.
Joel's supposed to be a boy. But he's a baby. He's a boy baby.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
Eating, laughing.
Yeah.
I'm good at making him laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's good at showing us what he loves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. That's not funny at all. I mean, it's pretty hard hidden. I just kind of think that
What does Joel love? Wawa. In cups and bathtubs. And the warm wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. And maybe the sweet was of daily affection. And bye-byes. And blown kisses. And more. Oh, always more. This full list of words. So few words.
okay, let's take a walk. Yeah.
Is it time? No, but very soon. Do you think they know? Can they sense it?
None of them know.
No one ever realizes how short the time is.
Yeah, how true. Maybe hold on to that moment, you know. You don't know how short the time is. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm experiencing the very intimate moments of a family, and
What is pain without a word for it? What is hope without a word for it? Who is God What is joy?
Yeah, I honestly don't care if I sniff on this one.
Who am I to him? Dada.
You see, this is, this is the thing that's so impactful. I mean, how long he lives, he still has a dada. He still has a personality. He still has a life. And I just find that hard to just reconcile. For a lot of reasons. I think we're listening to real soundtrack in the background. And therefore real memories, I would imagine.
Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a doctor or a consultant or a specialist, unless you have the thing that they know really well, or that there's a check in the box, they can't. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to tell you. It's just like, why don't you wait 6 months and come back? That's fucked up. It's really fucking fucked up.
You say hi, Zoe. Okay, Joel, ready? Set, Joel kiss. Go!
Do it again. Big kiss.
Just giving Joel a kiss.
Give him a kiss. Can you give Zoe a kiss? Yeah. Zoe kisses.
Are you ready?
Hi,
Now give Joel a kiss.
Do it again. Big kiss.
Okay, Joel. Ready?
Yeah.
Here comes Joel. Set.
Yeah.
Go. Ready? Set. Go. Here comes Joel. Okay, Joel. Ready? Go.
Okay, let's take a look around.
Who's that? I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Joel's doing really well?
Yeah.
Happy.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon.
Good.
Yeah, she says good, but
Oh,
she sounds
yeah.
stressed. They both sound stressed.
Who's that?
You know what that sounds like?
I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Joel's doing really well?
Yeah.
Happy.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when people are sick, you just wait for the good news all the time,
Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
and you always try to find the good news, and you always try to report on the good news.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon.
Even if, in the grand scheme of things,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's not going to mean a whole lot.
Who's that? I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Joel's doing really well?
Yeah.
Happy.
He's been very peaceful all afternoon.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Who's that? I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Well, this is what's involved. This is what's involved when someone you love is sick. Hope it never goes this far. If you're lucky enough to not have to deal with it, just try and take those feelings. Just try and imagine it. Try and imagine it. The loved one you're sitting beside right now, on the sofa, on the couch, making dinner with. Imagine them sick. Imagine them not being the person that they are anymore. Imagine how that would feel.
Fear is cancer's preservative, cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake, a serpent, a dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, and talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin.
Okay, so we approach, looks like your standard hospital building. And I get the FU cancer kind of thing. And the cancer is evil. I'm kind of screwed up, I suppose, because I don't know how that would help me for someone I know who was ill. Sorry, just being honest.
Hey, do you want to rock? Okay, let's rock. There we go. Oh,
Hey babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
Yeah, because you always look for something to go well. And you hear alarms, and you see machines like this. Hello? Something is wrong. Oh. So what's going on? Yeah, it's like the alarm when you got like a low pressure on an IV line or something like that. Like when I look at this, I feel like how I feel when I'm cuddling my puppy. Oh, she's not a puppy. She's 2 years old now. What are these? Like organs? These look like kind of organs. Is it a... Not a heart. We keep seeing these kind of plant-like formations throughout the game. They were sitting in the ocean, they were sitting in the land, and now here they are floating in this kind of dreamlike spatial area as well, popping balloons as we go along. I suppose they probably represent cancer. And this is no doubt a dream about the same thing. There's one balloon left. Okay, let's go take a check in with Joel.
Oh, hey. I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
Oh, doggy kisses, huh?
And not react at all.
And they go through a lot.
Here we go, bye.
It's a real puppy.
Wants to grab it crazy.
It's a real puppy.
Yeah.
What if he likes to grab
Looks like we're listening to the dog's
Doggy kisses, huh?
the doggy's heart rate right here. Wow. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, I am a fucking sap for this.
Oh, that's so cute. She's so calm. You know, sometimes little dogs are yippy or
These dogs have gone through so much training. You have to
Oh, doggy kisses, huh?
and not react at all.
Because dogs are good. Dogs know the score.
You know, sometimes little dogs are get beat or oh, that's so cute. She's so calm. You know, sometimes little dogs.
I seem to
Who's your
be
dog?
stuck in a loop here. It's the freaking dog police. Hope it's not the dog police. Everybody deserves a good dog. Especially at times like this. Yeah, I guess it's not going to be much of a party. So who are these people? Hmm? Look at the reflection in the window. This is Journey in the Light and Darkness by Sylvia Walgren. This is Dance Like No One's Watching. We don't have a name. This one is Offspring by Chris Abbey. Okay, let's keep exploring. Galactic Treasure by Eli Williamson Jones. Your life is precious. Treasure whose potential is something no one can measure. Well, thank you, Eli. Phoenix, The Beginning of the End by Digby Davidson. 97 to 2013. It's beautiful. And I don't especially mean the painting. I think the painting is really nice. But it's like, if you think like a lot of people that you can just sit around for a while, that this amazing, remarkable gift you've been given, some goddamn fucking life that you've been given to do whatever you want to do with, and you want to spend it. Voicemail from Amy. Let's have a listen.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw on that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off-treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just like, we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway. Okay, call me if you can. Like, there's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. Alright, bye.
Yep, again, when people are sick, it's the little ordinary things. I cried as well today, Amy, don't worry. I don't mind saying. Mario Kart. Haha, we're actually timed on this. Come on, we need that boost. Oh, we missed the boost. Lap 3 of 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is the lighthearted relief.
How long is it going to be before we can have some answers? Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call, or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we could talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
Who canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing what the orders say, but can I just talk to the doctor?
and I hear it in her voice, and I hear it in his voice. Like, who's in charge? Are these departments talking to each other? What are you supposed to do? Speak up. Speak up. Okay, onward. God, really? I remember as a kid having surgery, and the thing I remember from those surgeries was the bright lights that always shine down in your face. Can picture them like it was yesterday. I guess I got to walk away with grommets in my ears. Kind of different. Kid in a freaking MRI.
Hey, it's you again. I love you. You're my friend. This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch how I started. You touch it right here, and a big lion comes. You know a scary lion? It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar? Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
Okay, so we have the ability to move around this star map. So let's have a look down here where I guess Polaris should be, yeah, maybe more like here. Let's have a look anyway. Well, shows what I know. Oh, we can actually string them together in a pattern. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? So what next? Ah, just the doggy. Doggies make everything better. It's universally true. So what are we supposed to do? Okay, here we go. I'm not sure what I did, but we got through it. Next chapter, hopefully. Can you hear the way I'm trying to stay upbeat? Trying to do my YouTube voice?
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
Yeah, that's what you do for your loved ones when they're sick. Yep. Somebody else. Oh, sorry, I picked up the same one. Bradley Stewart. What can we do except say their names? Yep. It will be time to take a break soon, because I cannot read too much more of this. It's weird, I know, it's like a name. It's a name, a start date, and an end date. And you know, that's what I meant earlier. Like, I mean, Jason got up in the morning. He made decisions every single fucking day. He got up. Do I drive to work? Do I get the bus to work? Do I stop and get a coffee? Do I kiss my wife goodbye in the morning? Do I tell my husband I love them in the morning? Do I do the little things? Because it might be the last thing you ever do. And if it is the last thing you ever do, you know, you'll be remembered. But probably on a card or a headstone. And I'm weird. I think about those things. I think like the traffic lights, you know, near your headstone a kilometer away or half a kilometer will still work. The house you grew up in will still be there. The sun will still rise and the sun will still set. And that's all without you. So you better think about that now before your name's on a fucking card or on a fucking headstone. That's pretty beautiful. Actually reminds me of the ship. Random thought. The ship in Destiny 2 I'm flying. Those ships have pretty good lore behind them. And great stories. And the ship I'm flying is kind of has a tiny little story which is like in 2 or 3 paragraphs covers meeting the love of your life and losing them, and that's slapped on the side of your ship in a few words. But that's a different game. I bet these are all I don't know, but I bet these are all cards from people affected by cancer. Joshua, stay strong, little man. Mommy and Daddy love you. I'll do them the respect of reading them. In loving memory, Jan and Don Herberts. Dolly Redden, a name that means a lot to me. A loving wife. A mother. My grandmother and a cancer survivor. Hardly a woman of grace, but a person of great strength. I'm glad you can continue your fight should it ever arise again. I love you, Grandma. You went in your sleep after months in pain. Miss you, Grandma. These are clearly the real words and real cards of people. From our brother Kyle. Well, let's go through and see. Okay, well, chapter title does not suggest good news.
First thing in the morning, the horse checks his email. New cotton mail. Farmer Bill plays fetch with the pigs. Farmer Bill enjoys a mud bath with the pigs. The cows eat ice cream for dessert. At the square dance at night, Farmer Bill swings Bessie the cow round and round.
Oh, Bessie.
Farmer Bill doesn't like it when the ducks get the mail. They always bring back a lot of bills.
Grown.
You know what the horse's favorite chess piece is? That's right, a bishop. Farmer Bill asked the horse to take the truck to town. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I saw Farmer Bill doing that. Farmer Bill can control space and time.
Farmer Bill can control space.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
Oh, shit.
No.
Is that a recurrence?
No. Where is it? Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it
And
up.
it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
Fuck.
I guess I have imagined it.
With an ATRT,
I've imagined it a
recurrence of
lot,
any
but not
kind,
like this.
It is fatal.
It's different.
It's only
I
a
thought
matter
I
of
would
time
sob
before it spreads to
uncontrollably
several locations.
or puke just right on the floor.
We've already thrown all the
I
chemotherapy
thought I'd
we
shake or
had.
wail or
We
something.
can't continue to give him chemotherapy.
Guess
that we
this
know
is
resistant
shock.
to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. I love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
Yeah, well, she actually kind of summed up all of my thoughts. Yeah.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
So yeah, I guess this is what happens to people when they have to face this stuff, right? It's a bit of a winner, huh?
Okay, I said fatal. I said not curative. Have I said the word death yet? I can tell they understand, though. A whole new vocabulary. All the rules are different now. I think it's really sinking in. Oh, she's crying. We should wrap this up soon. All the details can wait. Radiation oncologist to decide whether we could do some radiation or just chemotherapy.
What would the radiation do?
Well, the radiation could probably kill the tumor we see now, which would prevent it from causing any symptoms. But it would not keep more tumors from developing, because we know if it spread here, it has spread other places too.
Hence symbolized by the water rising in the room. You could, you know, just what I was thinking, you could do whatever you want. Do whatever treatments you want. Maybe it will help, maybe it won't. But the water is fucking rising. And that's it. That's it. Sometimes there's nothing that can be done.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Science, it's simpler, measurable. I give A, I give B, and I subtract C, and I get this result. And I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are fickle. They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers, or driving to hospitals, or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, well, invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
That's pretty symbolic of the situation.
Science, it's simpler, measurable. I give A, B, and I subtract C, and I get this result. And I
We're
can
going
do
through the
something to
same sequence
or
again.
at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle.
Guess we can stop
And
freaking crying now
miracles
for
are
2 minutes.
fickle. They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. But now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And we doctors can't. Invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
In the movie, I'd be kicking things and throwing chairs through windows. Amy would be sobbing, back against the wall, slowly falling apart. I should be yelling. Why am I not yelling?
Thank you. That means a lot.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
The MRI?
They've always been clear. Joel's had a recurrence of his tumor. Well, where is it? How big is it? Well, it's in the frontal cortex. And it's
This, I guess, symbolizes the fact that you have a lack of control. You can't fix the tumor, you can't fix the treatment. You're not in control of the tumor's growth, you're not in control of the treatment, you're not in control of the people who define your treatment.
We've already thrown all the chemotherapy we had at it. We can't continue to give him chemotherapy that we know it's resistant to. So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
'Cause it's already fucking serious.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months. We've given you a lot to think about already today. But we're going to have you come back Monday.
I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be cured. I want to shout out, look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God's faithfulness.
Sorry, but I think that's bullshit. Please don't let me diminish your faith, but I just think that's bullshit. And if I was ever faced with it, I just don't think it would help me. I'm sorry.
Dear Eli, I feel nothing but pride for the way you battled cancer. I remember the way you learned to ride your tricycle down the hospital hallway instead of down the sidewalk like other 3-year-olds. It was hard for me to pray to God, "Thy will be done," when I really just wanted so desperately for him to heal you. In the 4.5 years that you dealt with harsh treatments, only once did you ask why God let you get cancer. I hope he has been able to explain the why to you, as I have always believed that he knew how strong you were and wanted to use you in your situation to positively impact so many lives. I remember how you never let me go to bed without telling me that you loved me and how those were your very last words to me. You taught me what was truly important in life, son. Still now, years after you left Earth, people are impacted by your life and the lessons you taught us. Thousands of people from around the world read your blog and still feel such a strong connection to you, even though they never met you in person.
We've been through so much already. This is a new degree of tragedy, but it's not so much different from the struggle we've already been living. We pressed into God. We pressed into faith. We fought until we found peace. We stood in peace when our flesh wanted to strive more. We stood in peace when it started to feel like laziness or foolishness or both. We waited for God to direct us specifically in prayer because all the directions we had initiated had not panned out. We prayed for no nausea because that's what we felt in our spirits we were supposed to pray, even though we'd prayed it countless times before while Joel continued to vomit. We saw one small miracle and then another. We waited to pray specific things until we were given specific direction, and we saw bigger miracles. And yet, if you asked either of us if we were doing enough, trying hard enough, we would say no.
You should say no. Because what the F can you do sometimes? Right? Nothing.
I remember the day I was diagnosed. I remember the hallucinations from the high fever of 5-year-olds' nightmares. I remember my mother silently weeping in the doctor's office. I remember friends and family gathered around my hospital bed in prayer. I remember the 2-hour ambulance ride to St. Jude where they could better care for me. I remember the 2.5 years of weekly chemo treatments, the numerous lumbar punctures and bone marrow aspirates. I remember Doctors Bell, Dahl, and Kalwinsky Nurses Jean, Judy, and Dale, Miss Chris in social work, Darlene in travel, all part of the team that cared for me. I am a walking memorial to their successes. I remember the other patients I'd see each time I went to the hospital for chemo. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant. I remember the years of summer camp for children with cancer, children like me. I remember their laughter and the midnight talks of fears and joys, normal kid stuff. Some less so. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant. But I remember them. I am, and other survivors are, memorials to those who lost their fights.
Okay, again, I'm not going to be talking during such heartfelt moments. And that's fine.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. Do you know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents and supernatural miracles.
She's coping, dude.
I envy her.
Yeah.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight. But he's also Joel the very brave knight. And he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So much fire, you guys.
So
Gotta remember the
Joel has
duck.
armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Oh boy. Do not press space or you will alt-tab out of the game.
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Can we jump this?
What other superpowers does he have?
Oh, god damn it. Can we jump that?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
There we go.
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yay! It's the International Bird of Help.
You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home and they can quit fighting for it. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him.
Bear in mind, I'm in full control of the character.
Just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Well, that dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. The baby can't kill the dragon. But that's the best part of the story. God fights for Joel. So he fights that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Tim from Church Mom, he died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have this?
Of course God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. And he was so brave and so strong that God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. But we know that Tim's in heaven and that he's with God and that God is so proud of him.
Drowning. What are some of the things, this'll sound weird, that signify drowning? Helplessness, the will to survive, wanting to do the right thing. Yeah, but, you know, sometimes you can't. Back to the surface.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning!
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay. I'm sure my expectation looks like denial. But seeing Joel dying does not make me any less certain that he will be healed. In some ways, I feel more certain. Not because the same doubts don't come to me, but because I know that they will not be entertained much longer. Because this chapter is almost finished, and we will have an ending one way or the other. So the doubts and fears that make me reaffirm that even if I'm wrong, this is where I stand, become less and less powerful.
Okay, diving back into the ocean. The ocean dive represents cancer for Joel. This increasingly seems to be about his battle, his coping mechanism.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl. Blue, purple. The ocean maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better. Shh. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Oh, don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. Here we go, bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying. hungry. I wonder if he's hungry.
Let's try some liquefied egg.
He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it. He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better.
And it's so crappy because it's not just like an infant who cannot control their crying. What about an adult who cannot control their pain or cannot control how they feel?
Okay, buddy, okay. I'll hold you. Oh, Joel Bug, you look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop. I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know what you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was going to just let them die.
Oh, we're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in Nevada. We're in California.
So, now that we're in California, how much longer to San Francisco?
About 3.5 hours, bud.
Oh.
Well, it's 10 a.m. now, so that means you guys can grab one more item from your road trip bags.
And it's my turn to be the king.
Oh, Elijah, it's okay. You were a very good, noble, just, and true king. But now we have to do it, I suppose.
My first edict as king is we dance like monkeys for 30 minutes.
Maybe like 5 minutes?
Nope, nope, babe. He said 30. We must do what he says.
This is the worst.
Well, I guess we need to look around.
Someone make Elijah the king.
There's monkey tickles. There's monkey tickles.
My second edict as king is Elijah gets to be the king.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Good joke, King Isaac. What's the matter? Elijah, was that too loud for you? Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. We were too loud monkeys.
Where to next? This ladder, I guess. Okay, let's check out upstairs. Okay, let's not check out upstairs.
So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose.
Well, I would guess so.
Bible tells us so.
Well, it's a good tune. We rocked it out there. Better than the Beatles.
But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy? Even while Jesus wept for Lazarus. 5 minutes later, he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. I don't know.
You're fucking wrong? Like, should you be... She wants you to believe that your son is going to be okay. But she kind of wants you to believe it in the same way that you'll win the lottery. So is it okay to not believe? Does it make you any less of a father? Interesting. Not so sure. Okay, let's go.
Father, I pray right now that you would just, you would Father, I pray you would bless tonight, oh Father, I pray you would bless him financially, bless us in the health, bless our children, Father, I pray that
so entirely to this. You know that you love me. You know that you were there. God, we also know that cancer is not your will. God, I just do not believe that you desire to carry Joel to heaven with cancer. God, I just don't believe that that's your will. I don't believe that that's your plan.
Okay, we need to look around. We can light candles.
Your kingdom come, and God, we just know because we saw what Jesus did on earth, that your will and your kingdom is eternal. God, this is not beyond.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff to me that just not sure how helpful this would be for me. For me. There's Joe.
And Lord, you say
On earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, God, that you're the God of sacrifice. I thank you for the God that the nature of the world. I thank you, God, that you are the God who stuck the lions now. And put the lions in
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him.
And God, we would surrender all to save.
Wow. Not sure what that was supposed to be.
Have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us because he is weak.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him. Lord, have mercy on us because he is weak.
Right now, in the name of Jesus, that you would heal Joel.
God, this is not beyond you. It is not. It is not.
You broke death with us. You broke death with us.
We ask as your children, Lord. You call us children and you call us your friends. And we ask,
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
What are we supposed to do?
Up. My God, come save him.
In the Garden of Eden, baby. Now don't you know that I'll always love you? Yeah, okay, so looks like Iron Butterfly was the way. As he is always. I'm sorry, I'm just relieved to be past the puzzle.
All the strength and all the faith that is in us, Lord. There is no time left for this child on this earth. And God, so we come to you, Lord, with faith of your children, with faith as small as a mustard seed. And Lord, we speak in the name of Jesus. Oh my God, let this child's soul come back to you.
Okay, so masterful production of the game.
He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
Picnic at the edge of the world. Nobody in charge of this boat but us. Okay, folks, here we go again. Picnic at the edge of the world. Sounds kind of final. Okay. The last chapter. What do we need to do? Not blubber anymore.
So here we are. And the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent, and so also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence, and long for the music to start again, and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving, and Joel would be laughing here on earth, and not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well, and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, We grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
Wow.
I remember you. You made it too. I'm glad you're here. I love it here. I bet you will like it too. Look at all of these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. A big one is for me. A little one is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name it. Manju. Whoa, Bubbles? I love Bubbles. Manju's dog catch a bubble. He likes to bite them. Look, I can catch one. I want more bubbles. I love the bubbles.
Ah, dogs are great. And so are Bubbles.
Have another pancake.
What?
I love syrup.
A whole pancake?
Syrup is my favorite part.
Thank you for making me blub like a freaking idiot. Well, I don't know who else is not in tears right now. I'm recording this intro after the fact of the game, which I think is the best way and the most impactful way for you to consider playing through this game. As I look at my OBS studio, it says 2 hours 35 minutes, and every single minute of it I learned and I grew, and the game learned for me and made me grow and made me think about real life issues. And as you know, I'm all about promoting video games as an art or media format that can promote real life experiences. From Good Guys Gaming, thank you very much.